Welcome to Wolken Idea, your go-to space for insights, dialogues, engagement, and action. Here, we dive into casual, unscripted conversations with clients, partners, and industry leaders. At Wolken Idea, we're here to share stories, experiences, and a few laughs along the way, turning meaningful discussions into impactful actions. So sit back, relax, and let the conversation inspire you.
Hi, thanks. Welcome to the Wolken chat room. Sean, Hock-Leng, Trinh, and Stan. Thanks for doing this. It's a very informal chat. There's nothing complex in it. Question I have for you first is, you've seen us now for a few years. And you've seen how we are evolving. I mean, we are not an end product yet, but what do you think has been, our kind of, let's say, growth? Where do you think it has kind of helped Broadcom as such?
So if you look at it, right, we started as a simple ITSM platform. And that was what we were looking at initially. But if you look at the demand, it has changed significantly. So what you help is, over the years, you have developed into a more robust platform where you have more integration, more collaboration with other tools, and it's easier to integrate. And integrating with all of our other SaaS services, I think that is what benefited us the most.
Well, I think, I don't want you guys to sell yourself short here. You guys are a platform already. And I think one of your strengths, or a few of your strengths, is that you actually listen to your customer. I mean, a lot of times that's probably the key to your success is you listen to your customers and you remain very agile, and you actually are growing your platform, and you're growing your platform with a company that's growing very fast. So I think that's probably a tribute to where you are today, and I can see you growing further.
Well, actually, my philosophy as CISO at Broadcom has always been do the basics and do the basics really well. And my experience with Wolken so far is you guys are doing exactly that. Now, of course, I focus on the cybersecurity side of things, but as you're delivering value to your customers, you're taking care of those basics. And I think that's very important. The bells and whistles are always very cool, but you're delivering on those basics, and I think that's really important.
Thanks. Next question I have is a little more operational. So maybe it's better for Hock-Leng to first answer it and then send it across. You've seen us more intimately than quite a lot of other people. And so typically issues around Wolken used to be two things. One is release quality, and the second was general user experience. So have you seen any changes recently in what has been delivered to you?
Well, it is what my buddies here have highlighted, is that one of the strong thing about Wolken is that your response is fast, and for whatever Broadcom implements, a process, application, anything, right? Speed is something that we focus on, right? And Wolken comes out very well on that. So today, of course, as we move along to for any implementation, there are always issues, but the response for Wolken, if I'm compared to others, is exemplary, very good.
Great.
And we started Wolken. It was an uphill climb to establish the credibility, but look at the journey, right? It's because we don't have any case management scenarios until we acquired Wolken, where it's the first acquisition that involved service management, where you have obligation to provide a service over time. And I can remember those days it was a uphill battle. I have zero support from the business. It was escalations every day. People coming back to say that who is Wolken, right? There are actually service forums communities out there. You see, I asked my buddies in those communities, they never heard of Wolken. So it came a long way, but after that, we have converted non-believers into believers. The next acquisition was CA, of which they also use SFTC for their service desk, and they have the same questions too. But the believer on the broker side told CA folks, no, it works very well. So, like I say, it's along small steps, but we kept moving. Yeah, and back to the Belgium for Wolken throughout this journey. We've been responsive, and everything is taken with a positive attitude. So keep going at that.
So as Hock-Leng say, I'm the biggest consumer. My team is the biggest consumer of Wolken, and we have seen the UI improve. Right, performance improve. Those are very important to, especially the service desk people. And we have seen that you guys have gone leaps and bounds in that area, and also scalability. Right, we added more and more employees. Our workforce increased, and every acquisition we double our workforce. And there's no performance issue. Right, accessing is easy, and as I think during the VMware acquisition, at the first couple of weeks, our volume went 5x, and you are able to scale with that. There's no performance issue, there's no lagging, and I think the user, because this is the first time they're using it, and they have a very good experience. And once you have that experience, they keep coming back. If you have one bad experience, they may give you a second chance. Then after that, they will not come back. But you guys were able to scale, and performance was good.
Thank you. So this is the last one. Typically people tell us to challenge ourselves, because be the best in what you are, and that's our motto. So we've taken upon ourselves that we'll not blindly go after Gen AI. We will, because enterprise does not want to spend too much money on GPUs without seeing a palpable benefit from Gen AI. So, do you think our approach is right? I mean, this is a serious question on, how should a company like ours approach Gen AI when repeatedly clients keep pushing back, saying, yeah, it's great, it's good hype, but in our company, that's the client's company, they are yet to come across a use case that's going to make a monumental difference to their productivity. So how do you think a company like ours should focus on it?
I think the approach of a conservative approach is the right approach, because like you say, you have to come up with a very viable use case before you go out and purchase. And if you look at it, there are tons of companies now selling Gen AI and co-pilots. Everyone is selling it, but they do not have a very good use case why you want to buy them. And everyone, although they do about the same thing, they do something different. So once you have a viable use case and you can justify the ROI, then you choose the right Gen AI to use, right? Because training LLM is expensive. It's very tedious, and you need a whole team to do it, right? And once you find your use case and what you intend to do, and then you go and find the right tool, I think your more conservative, careful approach is the right one.
Yeah, I think AI has been a very big buzzword lately, but I would be careful of using a technology and looking for a problem to solve. So what you want to do is make sure you understand your business objectives and then look for the technology to help you overcome those issues or grow your business. So the way I look at AI is, how do you actually understand the real business objectives and problem, and then incorporate them to actually, or incorporate AI to actually help you solve those problems. And I think you just need to have these discussions with the companies, kind of like when you were doing your ITSM, go back to the fundamental. What is the problem you're trying to solve? And if you kind of take the same approach with AI, I think you'll probably get to a really good medium that will be successful eventually and help you monetize it one day.
Like I always tell my team, you don't need to buy a Rolls Royce to drive Uber. You just need a Prius. So, you know, careful on what, like Trinh said, careful on what you invest in to justify your end business outcome. Yes. That's the right approach.
So, you know, we are doing our best to focus on things that help our clients and not because, you know, it's sexy or we like doing it. So the approach we've taken is the former one, is what really, see, we are an enterprise class B2B SaaS company. So we will focus on that. And whatever is good for an enterprise is what we will do. And we'll keep coming back to you folks for advice. Thank you very much.
Excellent.
Stan, Trinh.